Hey, I thought I would record this because I can, and maybe because you're interested in seeing how I do this matchup. So, this is Ocean, England 6. I think that this is one of the more fun matchups if you just want to toss some majors around and win in the end. So, initial explore is in wetlands, which is absolutely fine, probably good. Sands would have been the one unfortunate one because we couldn't have done anything about this land. Wetlands is nice. We're going to play these two cards and use our growth option 2 in order to gain 1 energy and put 2 presents in the ocean. Gain, we pay, we flip. Then fast powers, we drown this explorer. And then we generate 1 fear. Then we enter the invader phase, burn an event, they build in wetlands, and they explore in mountains, which is also fine. Then we do slow power. So we have Tidal Boon, and we may target ourselves, so we gain 2 energy, and then we push a town and Dahan from this land, and I will push this Dahan here because maybe we can get this other Dahan into that land somehow and do something there next turn. Actually not. Actually let's push him here for now. Okay, that was all relevant powers. We don't have any target for this one, unfortunately. Time passes. Now we gain a miner, and we really hope that we gain one that has stone and water, which we do. Cool. This doesn't do a whole lot for us. It actually helps here to prevent the ravage, but that is not too relevant. It is really relevant that it allows us to drown this city, though. That is pretty cool. So we take this one, we play these 3, we get to place a presence, and then push a presence from each ocean. So like this, and we gain, pay, and we enter our fast phase. There we do 2 fear with this one, and generate 4/6 defend in this wetland. Then we have an event, which is invested aristocracy. After the ravage step on each board, if no blight was added, we will add blight. We would add a town, but that is fine. And play on the heatless in each land with beast, 1 damage per beast. I'm going to drown this guy, so I actually do the damage to the city. And then on each board, add 1 explorer to a land, add 1 Dahan to a land with 2 or more Dahan. We much more need these in the back of the board, so we will do this there. Then we ravage in wetlands, which lights here. We build in mountains, which has a town here and a town here. And then we explore in jungles, which is great. Not having sands come up is really good for us. Then we advance, and then we do slow powers. We have this one here because we found the water stone one, which is really lucky, which allows us to drown a city. So we drown this one. And then we have this one, which allows us to drown an explorer and a town. So we drown a town and an explorer. Now we are filthy rich. And yeah, that's a good start. So that was slow powers, so time passes. Now we need to reclaim and gain a power card. I would consider getting a major here had we not gotten such a strong miner. So I think I will go with a miner once more. So we reclaim, we gain a miner. We got defend for this land, so we can even prevent the blight there. Or even better, we can lure this out and then we can drown it. That's even stronger. This one has water and stone again, which is our most important element combination because it allows us to drown stuff. But yeah, I think drowning this town is nice too. So we pick lure, and then we play lure. We need to, when we pull the town in there, we need to gather presents into each ocean, which will be this one, because that one doesn't do anything this turn. And then we play this, and this actually? And that means we might not drown a city next turn. That is fine, I think. Okay. So we gain, we pay. We generate 1 fear with this innate. We generate 2 defense in this land with encompassing ward. And then we gather the town into this one. That was everything. So then we enter the event phase. There we do an event, which is smaller pods spring up, and each pod with exactly 1 coastal city. Add a town to a coastal land without city. That's slightly unfortunate, that needs to go here. And then in lands with tokens, invaders skip ravage action, doesn't matter. On each board, choose a land with town and Dahan, push 1 town per Dahan there. That means we can push this town here. That's good, that makes this land easier to defend, and actually already defended. Okay, then we have a fear card. Each player has a strife in land with or adjacent to beast. I'll put this on this town, because that's like the only relevant target we have. And then we build in wetlands. We executed a fear card, so we build once. Then we ravage in mountains, but this guy dies. And then we build in jungles. So we build a town here and a city here. That land is most likely going to blight. Then we explore in jungles. And we build in the land with the most invaders, which is this wetlands. Then we do slow powers. There we have this one, which gives us 2 energy and allows us to push stuff from our lands. So we push this town into the ocean, and then we have this innate, which allows us to drown a town. So we drown this town. That's that, and time passes. Then we use our third innate again, and this time we gain a major. And this is super strong, like this is amazing. This is an action skip that gets us into lands deeper in, and it accelerates us. But we don't have the sun to threshold. But yeah, this would also be decent. This prevents ravage, and fortunately for this one we don't get in range. So I think I will grab Indomitable Claim, because it allows us to prevent the blight there next turn. So we take Indomitable Claim. Oops. We forget Lure. We place 1 presence in this land. We push 1 presence. And then we play these 4 cards. Gain, pay. Okay. So fast powers. We drown 2 explorers, these 2. Then we still, because we played the card for fear, add some defend here. I don't think we have this one. Oh, we actually do. So we gain 2 more fear. And then we add a presence here. Even though Ocean is normally not to put allowed to put inland presence, this time we are. So if we replay this next turn, we can prevent the double blight here. That's really good. And maybe we find a sun card to threshold this. Getting the extra moon now doesn't make a difference, so we go for 5 plays, I think. Unlikely that we will play 5 cards next turn, because we have like 4 and 4. So actually let's do it like this, because the moon might be relevant next turn, but 5 plays will not be. Yeah, and then this wetland has defend 20, which is insanely useful. That was all our fast powers. Then we have an event that is eager explorers on each board after the first successful build action, add explorer to an adjacent land without invaders. That's fine. Then chase of homesteads on each board, push up to 2 from no, that doesn't do anything. And then 2 fear per land with Dahan and city, which we don't have. So nothing. Then invaders do not build the land with city, irrelevant. Actually somewhat relevant, prevents builds there. Then we build in mountains. We build only once because we had a fear card, so we put towns in these 2 lands. We ravage, we blight here, and then we build in jungles, but not in lands with cities, so we build a town here. And then we explore in coastal lands. And then we don't escalate. And we have tier 3 of this innate, so we can drown a city. We will do this in this wetland. So this city is gone. Then we can drown a town and an explorer. And because I kind of like keeping the Dahan alive here, we will do this here. Actually here to prevent the city build. So this goes and this goes. Yeah, that was slow powers. So then time passes and we need to reclaim. So we reclaim all. We gain a miner because we want to have 4 plays for this turn and 4 plays for next turn. Blight removal. Could take blight removal. It seems good enough if you ask me. That one doesn't do that much for us. That one is not strong against England. Yeah, so let's just grab blight removal. And then this turn we want to defend here and here. So we play Indomitable Claim. Funnily enough, we get the threshold if we play this one and one more stone card. It makes drowning next turn a little bit awkward, but I think it's good to get the 3 extra fear and prevent the build there. That makes this less of a problem in the future. So we play this one for the 3rd stone, and then as I said, blight removal, and then for next turn, it's still strong enough. Okay, and then we need to put 1 back into the ocean, and I think it will be this one. Oh, and I forgot the 2 energy on reclaiming every single time I play ocean at the moment, so I should have 4 more energy. And then I gain, I pay, and then we do fast powers. So this one does 3 fear, 2, 3, puts a present out. I won't have 5 plays next turn again, so I will put this one here, and then invaders skip all actions there. Oops. Then I will Encompassing Ward, which puts 2 defend here. Hopefully that is enough. And I don't have fear from this. So then we enter an invader phase where we have an event. Did I forget extra explorers? Yeah, I forgot extra explorers last turn. First successful build action was in mountains, so there would be an extra explorer here. Okay. Coastal towns multiply, add 1 town to a coastal land adjacent to coastal town. Sure, we put this here, so we will build a city. Might make next turn slightly painful. And then on each board destroy 2 explorers among lands with beast, that is fine. On each board add 1 Dahan to a land with Dahan, and no blight or disease. I will actually put this here, because there he might be most relevant. Oh, I forgot the build Ravage thing. I should have played this differently. Well, I screwed up, but fear cards will save us, I'm pretty certain. Actually, let's put this guy here then. Yeah. Cool, let's do 2 tier 2 fear cards. We have too many monsters, each player removes 1 explorer or town from a land with beast, or 1 explorer from a land adjacent to beast. Sure, so this one goes away. And each player may choose a land with Dahan. Invaders do not ravage that this turn. Okay, we choose this one. This is not great, because that means that land will be pretty full, but that will be fine. Then we build in jungles, we build a city here, we don't build here. Then we skip the ravage here, and we don't do anything there. And then we build in coast, so we build a town, a city, and a town. And then we explore in sands, and build in land with the most buildings, which is here. And then we advance. And then we have this one, which is drown 2 cities. I might decide to blight here, because that land is pretty busy at the moment. I have 4 defend. Yeah, I will. So I will drown here. So I drown this city and this town with my innate here. Then I will use Tidal Boon to give me 2 energy and push something out of my land. So this town goes. And then I will use this to remove this blight. Boop. And it is in range from this holy site, it has range 2. Okay, that's that. I didn't forget anything this time. No, I did not. So, time passes. Let's grab another major. Let's hope that we find something with some range. That is not good for targeting jungles and wetlands. That is pretty decent, but not doing anything for us right now. That can only go from a sands where I currently don't have presence. So we'll probably grab this and just like blitzstings one city or so. We still need to find something for this city eventually, but that is fine. Yeah, there will be blight there. I can't do anything about this. Which means that if we... Maybe I should have pushed the town out there instead of here. But whatever, too late. Yeah, so I will grab this one. I can even use this to destroy like a city there now and then destroy one there later. Okay, so we take this, we forget teeming rivers, and then we place a presence. Again, I don't think I currently need to go to 5th place, so I will put this actually here because that is fine, and then one here, and then we play all of these cards. Again, we pay, we flip. Don't get a city drawn this turn, but that's fine. But we build Ravage there again. I forgot this again. But that is enough this time. So we will Call of the Depths, drown this guy and this guy. We will Grasping Tide, generate 2 fear, and 2 defense 4 here. And then we have our innate here, which is 4 fear. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then with Talons of Lightning, I think I will just blitz the city here, so that if we get a build plus escalation build, we don't lose. So that is 5 damage and 3 fear, so 1, 2, 3, and then 5 damage, which kills the city and puts the town at normal damage. Yeah. And then we have an event, which is Mapmakers. Mapmakers, ignore wilderness on spot without wilderness exploration, an additional explorer. I hope I won't forget this. Then beasts prey on the heat list, it doesn't matter. And added Dahan to a land with Dahan and no bad thingies, but blight is allowed, so we will put a Dahan here. Then we have 3 fear cards. Defend 2 in all lands with presence. Each spirit gains 1 energy per holy site they have in lands with invaders. That is 1 energy for ourselves, which is clearly very important, as you can see. Then on each board remove 1 explorer or town from a land with badlands, wilderness or Dahan. Actually I should have added the Dahan here so everything dies. But then again, it's not important that everything dies. Explorer or town. I mean, let's just like clear this, I think. Yeah. And then each player chooses different land with Dahan, 1 damage per Dahan there. I will choose the blighted land so it becomes easier to defend. Okay. Then we build in jungles, so we have a city here and a town here. Then we ravage and coast, so here we lose a presence and blight. Here we have defended for 4, they do 5 damage, and we do 6 damage back, so this thing dies, and this takes 2 damage, which will not matter because we won't be able to do any more damage. And nothing happens here. Then we build in sands, so we build here and here, and then we explore in mountains with 2 explorers. And we escalate and build another city here. Then we have 2 slow powers, which is Drown Explorer in Town and Drown Town. So we will I think do both of these drowns in this land. Drown this and this. That was all our powers, so time passes. We reclaim all. We gain a minor. We could gain a major, I think. But also we don't have to. No, I think we'll take a minor. This one is pretty decent from the elements, so I guess we will take it. Wow. And then this turn we want to defend here. Luckily we still have Indomitable Claim. And we play this one again to get the threshold and get the 3 extra fear. We need one more stone card, which will be this one. And then I think I am happy to play Talons again, and I could play Talons next turn to clear this. So we'll just drown Explorers, I think. Yeah, it looks good. And we need to move 1 presence back into the ocean and gain 2 energy. So let's move this one back, because I don't need a holy set right now. Okay. We gain, we pay, and then we do our stuff. So we drown 2 explorers, this guy, this guy. We mesmerize Tranquility, it doesn't really matter where. I guess we could prevent the builds here. We want that, we are rich enough, so yeah, let's prevent builds here. Then that one we only played for elements basically, but yeah, sure, let's use the defend. And then with this one, let's put an extra presence out and defend there, skip actions there. And that also generates 1, 2, 3 more fear. And here we have 2 fear, so 1, 2. That was everything. And we have an event. That event is Civic Engagement on each board. Wait, I completely forgot to defend this. Action skip here is more important. Yeah, sorry. Civic Engagement. Extra damage when ravaging in lands of town cities, okay. Each board destroy 1 explorer or town in land with beast, does nothing. Push 3 Dahan, does nothing. Then each player chooses a different coastal land, gather 1 Dahan, 1 damage per Dahan. Yeah, sure, let's choose this one. We don't gather, and then we do 1 damage per, which destroys this. Wait, did I drown? I think I drowned this city that I blitzed earlier. So I should have 3 less energy, which clearly matters a lot, as you can see. Yeah, and that gets us another fear card. Each player moves 1 explorer or town from with 2 or fewer invaders. Nice, that helps here. So we remove this. Oh, it doesn't even matter anymore. Invader. Okay, because we just reached level 3. And then we build in coast. We build a town here. Build a town here. We don't build here because it's not adjacent to anything. Then we ravage and sands. This dies. This skips actions. We build in mountains. We build a town here. We skip actions. This is not adjacent, I mean. And then we explore in jungles and wetlands. Boop, boop. Boop and boop. And then we advance. We don't have slow powers. Oh, we do. We drown 2 cities. So this guy is drowned. This guy is drowned. And then time passes. And then we gain another major. We take... do we take Terrifying Nightmares? We don't get the oh, we get the threshold. That's 6 fear. That's pretty decent. Yeah, we take Terrifying Nightmares. We forget Mesmerize Tranquility. Put finally the presence for the 5 plays out. Put it here. Push 1 from the ocean. Put it there. Doesn't really matter. and we play these 5 cards. We gain, we pay, and then we do our powers. And yeah, doesn't matter too much anymore, I think. So this one does 6 sphere, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we push everything out of this land, so this thing drowns, this thing drowns, this thing drowns. Then we have our innate for 4 fear, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we have defend 4 and 2 fear, so 1, 2, and defend 4. And then we have Talons for 3 fear and 5 damage, 1, 2, fear, and we have 1. Yeah, so Ocean against England, one of the easiest matchups in my opinion. You can get a little bit unlucky with Blight Cascades, and if you then get a really bad Blight card, you run into issues, but if you don't, then yeah, you are filthy rich, you spam mages, and you win eventually. And just like the fact that you, I mean, I did now because I had Indomitable Claim, but normally you never need to go for the top track, you just do 4 and then 5 plays, and that's where all your energy comes from. You gain 1 power card every turn because you use either of these options. England just can't keep up with that. It's a really fun matchup, I enjoy it a lot. Yeah, I hope this is of interest to you. Bye bye.